Okay, so since I've come back to France in June and started this mini project, I've been super busy and working a lot, training, doing races, trying to do fundraising, etc., etc. And I haven't looked for a proper job since I came back because I was just too busy. But now that the race season is finishing, and also with lockdown we're not able to train as much as I would like to. So I'm starting to work a little bit again and working on boats, and now I'm on a Pogo 30, one of the guys from the club in La Turballe. And yeah, I'm just working a bit on the boat. I've been doing the anti-fouling and a few bits and pieces of technical stuff around the boat, and now I'm bringing the boat back to its port just 2 or 3 miles away. A little bit of manual work is nice. I get to discover new boats, so it's always cool. Well, it's just a motoring delivery cause I'm just going 2 miles away, not even. It's not worth putting the sails. However, I'm never a big fan of going only on engine. So I did all my checks on the engine, it looked okay. I also kind of checked what I needed to do to get the mainsail up. It's not the best option, but if I'm feeling confident that if I have to put it up less than a few minutes, I'll have it up. At least a little bit to get out of trouble, because there is no furling sail on this boat. And finally, I've checked that the ground tackle, that the anchor is ready to go, so I can also drop the anchor while I figure out the mainsail. It's kind of my plan B and C. And hopefully plan A works. Just engine, go all the way into the Armo, and that's it. And yeah, pretty much. After I have to cycle back all this back to La Turballe. Pretty easy. Alright, so the guys of the harbor just dropped me and my bike, and now I have a few kilometers to ride back. This place is so nice, really beautiful. I need to come back at some point. after 3 weeks also training by myself, we're finally allowed to have training with more people. All this was because of lockdown and stuff, and finally someone realized that it was nonsense, that we could not train, you know, 1 or 2 people on the boat. So we're going out training with everyone. That's really, really good, and we have a beautiful day. And now it's a race brief, not the race brief, the training brief, and then we go out on the water. C'est le nouveau Cyril Guicoten?
Ouais, pas mal.
Pas mal.
Si je reprends l'exemple de la Transat, c'est pas une semaine avant la course que vous avez à travailler sur vos bateaux. Il faut absolument que si vous avez des gros travaux d'hiver à faire, vous les fassiez là, maintenant. C'est pour ça qu'il faut s'entraîner beaucoup. Il faut s'entraîner pour multiplier les cartes que l'on a en main. Il faut s'entraîner aussi pour obtenir des gestes réflexes. On se dit vers 10h30 à l'extérieur du port.
On va aller se mettre au ponton tout au bout, là, le T après Anga. Et comme ça, ça marche juste la vente à 2 mètres. N'importe quoi le vent. Pardon? Ah mais c'est des bâtards les moineaux. Ouais, il va y avoir pas mal quand même aujourd'hui à un moment donné donc. Alors voilà, reprise des entraînements et aujourd'hui je suis pas tout seul. Exploiteuse à bord.
Julie, je suis la concurrente de Hugo, mais pas tellement concurrente parce que je suis tout le temps derrière.
Quand elle navigue en fait, parce que Julie c'est un peu notre Alex Thompson à nous du pôle. Elle bourrine un peu et du coup elle a souvent plus de bateau.
Voilà.
T'as toujours pas de bateau.
Ouais, il y a
D'accord, donc il est en réparation. Et ben, voilà, du coup, pour pas qu'elle oublie quand même un peu les automatismes.
Thierry est le meilleur.
Allez, toi c'est parti. Allez, voilà, on reste là. On met un peu d'intensité dans la manœuvre. Les courbes valides, on réduit les courbes. Super Hervé, très bien Hervé, très bien. Voilà, on règle bien ses voiles, on en profite pour bien régler ses voiles. Ça fait partie du jeu.
Ah, comme ça fait longtemps qu'elle a pas navigué, Julie, je suis gentil, je lui laisse tout faire. Ça va?
J'ai chaud, bordel.
Petit coup de cardio. Voilà, début d'entraînement, on fait toujours, il y a 2 bouées, on tourne autour, un virement, un empannage, on change de sens, ça permet de chauffer les machines et voilà, de chauffer un peu les automatismes, c'est des trucs qui sont importants sur les phases de départ et tout. Et là pour moi c'est encore plus tranquille vu que j'en gante. Et c'est pas mal.
I get many questions to know about how I train for the Mini Transat. A part of the training is done by myself, just working on how to maneuver the boat. But this is pretty easy, and quickly, the substantial gains on that front are marginal. Being in a training center like the one I am in La Turballe allows you to train with other people. On one hand, it's important to be able to race with others, to be able to see which tack is favorable or learn how to cover a competitor, etc. But most importantly, being with other boats allows you to do speed tests, so you can work on fine trimming, sails range and ballasting. That day, I was the only maxi in the group. All the other boats, being older, gave me an advantage in pure speed.
Du coup, ouais, au reaching, il n'y a pas photo. Voilà, Juju, comme d'habitude, sur son téléphone. Hein. Lâche rien, ça
Lua,
fait pour les...
fica comigo mais cozinha, deixa a lambucha na boca, e minha corpo com caimã. Bulimia sul, bulimia preta, bulimia branca, lua. Lua, riba, riba, mutu, riba, per rima simbronco da marigna, rima troppa con mio padre, lua. Lua, no, ma sì, ma ricardina, ma rotonda, chi pucciuccia, scea, sì, ma pettu, scei la lua. Lua nova, lua scea, lua rotonda, lua cambante, lua nova, lua scea, lua rotonda, lua cambante. Na boa, minha corpo com caimã. Lua, fica comigo na cozinha, deixa a lambucha na boa, minha corpo com caimã. Lua, vês que tempo naia tur, bulimia norte, bulimia sul, bulimia preta, bulimia branca, lua. Lua, riba, riba, mutu, riba, per rima simbronco da marinha, rima troppa pugno padre, lua. Lua nova, sì, ma ricardina, ma rotonda, chi pucciuccia, scea, sì, ma petto, scea, lua. Lua nova, lua scea, lua rotonda, lua cambante, lua nova, lua scea, lua rotonda, lua cambante. Rotonda, lua cambante, lua, rimia, riba, scea, scea, lua, rimia, riba, lua, rimia, riba, scea, scea, lua, rimia, riba. lua fica comigo mão cozinha, deixa a lambucha na boca, limpia corpo com caima. Lua fica comigo mas cozinha, deixa a lambucha na boca, limpia corpo com caima.